Okay, so with this character, we found Sniper, right? And it was really tempting to actually swap to it, but looking at our skills, we have a lot of shields, you know? We haven't really trained a one-handed weapon or any weapon at all that much. Nevertheless, as I've always said, Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup is a game that rewards sticking with the plan. Even if we found something really amazing like Sniper, with all of this experience investment, I don't think it's really worth it, you know? Even with Amulet of Air, which creates kind of a weird situation where Sniper's even better. I mean, I don't know. I just think that we're better off sticking with what we've got. And this Dagger of Draining will see us through lair branches for the most part. It would be nice if we had like a something one-handed. It's just not going to happen yet. Why don't we just finish out the dungeon? How about that? The thing is, we've got Rue abilities to fall back on. Like so. And we can actually tab through everything even with the dagger with low training. Oh, 2 MO scrolls, alright. That was a trove. 2 scrolls of acquirement. Interesting. Usually not worth it, I would say. But maybe. Alright, so we have Jorgren here. This is kind of a rough enemy to find here. Although he can't petrify us, he can Grasping Roots, which could mess us up. So what we're going to do is we're going to hang out next to this telly. Yeah, I agree, Adort. Both the scrolls and the trove could be pretty bad. We're going to APOC. We're just going to swing. Okay, we're going to teleport. The thing about Jorgren is that his Iron Shot does an enormous amount of damage. 3d28, so he could have one-shotted us if I had stuck around. Okay, so he's back here. We're not exhausted anymore. Let's APOC again. Alright, this is okay. We'll blink away if need be. He's anti-magicked, though. There we go. That was pretty obnoxious. You know, we traded a lot of drain for that. But it's Jorgren. You don't want to take any risks, you know. It's a shame, I guess, that we didn't get paralysis. Yeah, I would say that if you have 2 acquirements on hand, it's totally worth swapping that for a trove. On the other hand, you're not going to have 2, you know. Barring really weird situations, you're generally never going to have 2 acquirements at the same time because you want to use them immediately. VS is really good at resetting. Yeah, he definitely gets his hit points back a lot faster than everybody else, which is helpful. Let's before we continue, let's grab this chainmail. And we'll put on this chainmail. I need my RF plus. What in the hell? Ooh, the Centaur Warrior has a branded. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put on streaming mode again on Discord. Let me do that real fast. There we go. Come on, don't kill me. There we go. Go back down. Just pull this stuff up. And then power leap. There we go. Now we will put the MR++ back on because ultimately getting getting owned by MR threats is a lot worse. Wow, this is taking forever. Nice, we have Book of Necromancy available for regen, you know. Still in a statue form, which we probably won't end up casting anyway. Honestly, what we want more than anything is if we were going to go for any kind of magic, I think we would want translocations for disjunction. Do I see myself doing V5 on this character? Yes, I do. Yeah, Rue is actually quite good at doing V5. This guy has a Wand of Acid. Let's kill him quickly. Power Leap is really good versus Killer Bees. Yeah, this guy's going to do Slime and V5 like usual. In fact, this guy's probably going to do Crypt, because this guy badly needs... well... he just needs... he needs some extra experience. I really want to get Disjunction online since I don't. Since otherwise the Orb Run could be kind of horrible. That worked out. This is a little awkward because we are missing a lot, you know. By the way, let's drop arrows. No reason to carry those. Can we beat a warrior, a skeletal warrior in straight up combat? I guess we can. Alright, still no good weapons that aren't, well, no weapons that I'd like to be using, really, for endgame. But But I'm just going to keep keeping on with my casting, my training here on translocation, spellcasting, armor, dodging, and shields until I find something else. Like if I were to find a weapon right now that is suitable for endgame, we'd probably train nothing but that for a while. Okay, this guy's got the haste other spell, I think, based on the fact that there's a two-headed ogre that's hasted. So that means you could have Paralyze with Lightning Bolt, or Venom Bolt with Slow, all this stuff that can't target me really because of my MR. I guess you could have the LCS book too, that's no good. Leaping seemed scary there. Which situation? Let's APOC. I APOC'd because I didn't want to risk getting LCS'd for huge damage. Oh, you mean versus the demonologists and stuff? Yeah, I probably shouldn't have leaped there. It's just that demonologists die so fast, is the thing. They're fragile enough that I wasn't too worried, although perhaps I should have been. Hey, Pro Cold. That means I can drop this Staff of Cold, since I have a swap that's less obnoxious. Wow, that is a skeletal warrior with a scythe. He's trying to be a reaper. That is... that is a dragon. Hey, Wesley. How you liking the Hilton? Now, is it a Hilton Garden Inn, or is it like a hardcore actual Hilton? They have different levels, you see. Hilton Garden Inn is not half bad, to be honest. And let's pop on RF. You know, I've been tempted to just grab a war axe and go to town, since there's so many of them lying around. It's kind of like, why not? Okay, we'll put the MR++ back on. You'll notice I swapped for RF. This character's pretty defensive, if I'm being honest. It's just a little worrying because I don't have, you know, it's not like I can APOC more than once. So I'm going to have to keep in mind that my blink scrolls are my only real out, other than my god abilities, that are sort of a one-time only type deal. Can I melee this stuff? Yeah, I can. It misses enough that my regen actually lets me do this. Takes forever to kill anything, but I mean, I can just tab, tab, tab and it works, so that's fine. Doesn't work unless I'm in a hallway, though. Let's see if we can fight all this stuff. I think we can. Yep. Imagine if we had found like a single broad axe, you know, at the orc mines. Be less of a headache in terms of like what do we want to use, you know, or an evening star or a demon blade. You know, the first one we find is what we're going for, because no matter what we do, our aptitude sucks. Fustibulus would be ideal, I guess, because of that manual. Hey, we found swiftness and passage, actually. Probably won't be casting anything anytime soon. Remember, we have minus whiz x2. It's pretty painful. Perhaps for the best if we just pretend like we can't cast. Training that translocations was probably a mistake. Oh wow. Oh, thanks, man. Dude, you're out of your mind. This guy has been just like on a tear. Gifting 1 billion subs, that's 5 at once. Good God. Thanks, man. So cool. Happy 4th of July, man. I was watching the parade's already going on a little bit. Looks good. I'm not sure what time Trump is supposed to talk, but I don't want to miss that. Thanks again, man. Alright, so we just did all of Dungeon. I guess we can probably just go to Spider Nest. Technically our poison is available in the form of that plate. Why don't we go put that on? Because I mean, your AC is obviously it's more important than having our poise in there, but with that said, it's nice to have both. We should be basically immune to almost anything that can even show up in here, you know. Chant up my large shield. Alright, Elf. Have a nice barbecue, man. Thanks again. Elf continues to be a champion and king among men. Okay, let's just back off from this stuff. Let my exhaustion fade. Ordinarily, I'd be scared as hell of just like walking backwards through all this stuff, but we are a tank, you know. I don't really want to get confused though, so let's take out the There we go, Tarantel is gone. Now I should be able to tab. Perfect. It's kind of funny that I'm doing this without even having trained a weapon, really. Oh, there's poison. Drink curing to get that off. How much do these guys do? 18? Yeah, I guess they're like one-headed hydras. Power Leap kills pretty much everything in here, though. So as long as I don't get surrounded too hard while exhausted, I mean, this will be pretty straightforward, I think. Imagine if I was trying to do this with Sniper instead. Any Demon Blades? No. Evening Stars? Nope. Fustibalus? Nope. Rod Axe? No such luck. We'll find one eventually. All I need is all I'd like is a one-handed endgame weapon. Okay, this is a... Oh, please don't. Okay, good. I was gonna say, please don't, berserk one of these redbacks or whatever. Be really painful. Stomp those bugs. Pretty much. That's the game plan. Basically, I'm Mario hopping on these dudes' heads. Hey, that's a ghost moth. What we don't want is we don't want to be paralyzed. We don't want to be paralyzed next to one of those dudes. What is there to coordinate, Wesley? Like, isn't your move-in date pretty well set? Uh-oh. Let's go to the staircase. We're going to show up early, so I'm trying to get them to move it forward. That's not always easy, because sometimes, you know, these property managers and everything, they'll wait until the last minute to do their final, you know, run-throughs of the property or whatever. So it can be sort of annoying to try to make that happen. They're obligated to do a showing or whatever. Yeah, but they're not obligated to do it early, right? Wait, you didn't preview it in person beforehand? It's you're living your life dangerously, my friend. Okay, we just APOC'd to deal with Arachne. She shouldn't be casting on me at all. There we go. Okay, I'm going to APOC this stuff since we got marked. I didn't know how much floor was coming at me. Well, we found statue form, but I don't think I'm going to use it. And the reasoning is that we have whiz minus, we have 2 levels of whiz, whiz minus. We also only have 11 int, and we also have sacked skill. So the process of actually getting stat form online sounds miserable. All right, Wesley. Good luck. Have fun, man. I hope your new place turns out to be cool. He's missing the one run where I don't go stat form. Okay, she can banish me. That's a bit of an issue. I think we're going to have to APOC, to be honest. Well, we don't have to. We could... Yeah, we have to APOC. Oh, we just killed her immediately. It's fine with me. That's another reason I don't want to go stat form, is I'm going to be APOCing enough that my, my skills get drained. Did we? Oh my god. We have had a lot. A lot of uniques in this spider. I just drank a resistance, so the fire doesn't own me quite so much. Probably unnecessary, but he hits us with the Demon Whip of Venom. Painful. Okay, there we go. Asterian Monkus. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, he's usually weak, but at the same time... Wow, I thought our unique party was over, and here we have Isel. Freaking... This is arguably the most... Well, one of the most dangerous uniques in the game. He's really quick. He can attack twice. He can put you to sleep and then just, like, machine gun your ass. Now, we have... We do have the power of our poison on our side, so we'll take half damage from Bolt and, like, I think a quarter damage from Poison Arrow, but nevertheless, I'd really like to silence him. Just kidding, it's a scroll of acquirement. Let's acquire a weapon. We get a glowing short bow because the game hates me. Oh, no. We're going to read Telly. There's a Ghost Moth here. Let me tell you what you don't want to do, is you don't want to fight a Ghost Moth plus 1, you know. That Trove is looking pretty good all of a sudden. Well, it is. I mean, like I was saying, I don't think I ever explained this, but I probably, if I was somehow able to get 2 acquirements at the same time, or if it wasn't super pressing for me to use an acquirement, I could save up, I guess, and then you're going to get more chances, so to speak, of the item you get being good. So I agree the Trove is usually better, but nevertheless, I didn't even mean to use acquirement there. Like, I was hoping for silence. Although I guess I should be glad this silence didn't happen. Wow, another one? This is the floor from hell. 2 ghost moths and like 3 or 4 uniques. It was outrageous. here's ISIL. So we'll pull him, and then we'll swing. Now, we still haven't hit him with the anti-magic, but thankfully Rue's aura is stopping him from doing stuff. Dude, we just can't hit him. There we go. Now he's anti-magicked. Probably safe to just tab him now. Takes a while, but he goes down. You know, that acquirement could have been even more of a meme. Like, it could have been like Geyer and Gimbal. That would have been funny. Obnoxious, but funny. Should have waited off my exhaust before I pulled that stuff. This is Spider 4, so we'll have a rune for our troubles soon. Nice. Should I just emulate this stuff? Probably. Bearing in mind that I don't have RF plus on. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Let's we can get hit by 2 of these and be okay. So actually, we took almost no damage from that. Sick. Nice. Oh, jeez. There's more stuff over here than I thought there'd be. Hey, Dundar, what's up? Yeah, Alf gave you a sub. How do you like that, man? Let's position these so they all get hit. And go back down. Yeah, he's in the process of barbecuing for the 4th of July, so he just kind of rolled in. He just kind of rolled in and then rolled out. He's a very generous guy. He's been sort of giving subs to half the people on my channel over the last couple days, which is super, super cool of him. Alright. Well, now you have the power of Clown Pepe on your side. If you ever want to not lurk. At least for a month, anyway. Have my other emotes been created yet? No, they haven't gotten through. Actually, I guess I shouldn't call him Clown Pepe since that's not what he is. For copyright reasons, he is just far enough away from Pepe that you couldn't claim copyright on him if you were the guy who made Pepe. That's actually true, by the way. Mostly considered a parody, I think, which is protected. Okay, well, oh man, we're gonna teleport. Killed the Moth of Wrath. My own original character, not Pepe. Well, you can't have a monopoly on cartoon frogs, you know. The thing is, Matt Fury, the guy who invented, who invented, the guy who first drew Pepe was, I don't know, he's on like this tear basically suing everybody who's using his character. Let's APOC so that we don't get paralyzed. I see that we're... See, like, getting paralyzed here would be really, really painful, is the thing. So maybe I should have MO'd first. You know? I think we just telly, honestly. And then the stuff should run right out of the end vault. It's a very brutal end vault because there's like Moths of Wrath and Spark Wasps and just a lot of stuff that can really ruin your day. Thankfully we have our Lek. Spider end vault is really scary on my VSFi even with Artifice. Yep. I mean, a lot of the spider, not just this one, actually a lot of the spider end vaults are pretty deadly. It's just like very easy to underestimate, you know. Well, it's the combination. Like Spark Wasps by themselves are dangerous, but then you add the fact that you could get paralyzed, you add the fact that they could end up berserked. Like a berserked Spark Wasp could take down an endgame character pretty easily. Alright, that's another, I should say that's the first rune down. Still no Demon Blades, still no... Whoa, 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 whoa. I neglected this. There is a Demon Whip. That's end game. Is there perhaps a Broad Axe? No. Is there perhaps an Evening Star? Nope. Boostabalus? Nope. Well, we found an endgame weapon, although it's a Demon Whip of Venom, so why don't we just use Brand Weapon on it and see if it turns into something good. Flaming. Flaming. Okay. I'm not super happy about this, but let's, are you prepared to use even more experience? That would be the question, huh? I think 12, even at -2 apt, 12 experience is not that bad. We have a +9 Demon Whip of Flaming now. Not terrible. Chant up this large shield. Oh, I messed up. Hold on. Let's APOC. Let's go up. You know what I forgot to do? Is I forgot to put my MR++ back on. I had the R poise plate. So we had to APOC. Because now this guy cannot Avatar Song us. I like how my Maces and Flails is at 0 even though I've been training it. Thanks to thanks to APOC Drain. This is quite an entrance, you guys. multiple avatars. On the other hand, we APOC'd, so what am I complaining about? Like, of course it's dangerous up here. Can't be avatar songed though. So I'm just gonna like pull the rest of this stuff, I guess. Because what am I gonna do? Like rush up to those dudes in the water and proceed to have a grand old time? I don't think so. I gotta make sure that nothing else is coming. Okay, maybe we can do this now. No. This is so awkward. 0% chance is still a chance of getting hexed though, you should know this. I thought they fixed that. And that's only if you have, I mean, I know you're messing around, but like that's only if you are low, slightly low on the scale. Like if I were to look, I think the way it worked is that if I look up Siren Song, if Siren Song says 0%, then I'm okay. Because the code for Avatar Song actually uses the Siren Song thing instead. It's really weird. Okay, we're gonna drink Flight. God, I don't want to have to APOC again. Do not make me APOC again. I'm gonna drink Might. Kill him. Kill him. Okay, good. That was a good use of a Might potion, I think. And honestly, it's my own fault for APOCing at a stair entrance. That was a real dummy move. Okay, there's another avatar here. Less of a big deal if there's only one, you know. So I was a little hesitant to use this whip, but the good news about it is that it's going to attack really fast, 0.5 min delay. So our bite, we're going to get a lot of bite attacks. Okay, we have a scroll of acquirement. Maybe it will brand into Vamp. That'd be okay. I don't know. Anyway, with acquirement, I think we actually just hold on to that and hope for another one. Normally I'd never do that, but I really want that trove. Let's actually get intelligence, because this character, if possible, I would love to get Disjunction online for the purposes of the orb run. It's kind of a pipe dream, but like if we were to farm up enough experience, we could make it happen. The orb run is honestly a lot scarier when you don't have access to sack of spiders and things like that. Or it can be, I should say. Yeah, holy weapon orb run with Wu sounds kind of fun. Just attack everything as you're running away from it, sort of. Okay, a bunch of gadgets that we can't use in that shop. Hmm. Oh shit, what am I doing? That was silly. Blew a blink scroll doing that. Krakens are no joke, man. But we regen a lot faster than him, so... Nice. Not really worth a blink scroll, but... Pack is full. Alright, we can drop Scimitar of Flaming. We can drop Dagger of Draining. We're going to keep the Spear of the Doors because technically an Ancient Lich can still paralyze us for the time being. Let's identify this Amulet. It's Rage. We can't even use it. Let's identify this Potion. Experience. I'll take that. Put it all into Maces and Flails. It's been a while since I've found an Experience Potion on a character. This would be a good one to find it on, too. Probably shouldn't have just cavalierly fought those Dream Sheep. But whatever, it worked out. Okay, we're gonna blink. We have a ton of blinks, so it's okay. Gonna get exhaustion off. Fine, keep throwing stuff at me. I'm gonna APOC. That Impaler had a Trident of Flaming, which is a big issue. So of course, finally we find a Fustibaloosa Flaming, but I think at this point we might as well just stick with the Demon Whip. Although, I don't know, man, a Demon Whip actually does less damage than a Fust. So it is tempting to swap right now. And I have that manual. That would be the reason why I'm considering swapping. For sure. Kind of wish I'd found this a little earlier. You know what? No, it's only +2. We don't have enough enchant weapons to make it work. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this manual. Once again, Crawl is a game that rewards sticking to the plan. And if you're going to swap, you better have a damn good reason to do it. I mean, sometimes it makes sense to swap, but generally, really just want to stick with whatever you're doing. Oops. This is annoying. Let's teleport away from all this. Just getting blown all over the place by this Drake. That's okay though. I guess we're gonna have to go around to get to this satyr. Sentinel's mark, no big deal. We've already cleared the floor basically. Good time for a mark, really. Plus 10 Longsword of Misery. That would have been nice to find earlier in the game. Just stare dancing this stuff. I can just power leap around the breath. Okay, I wanted to kill Polyphemus while he was petrified, but that didn't quite work out for me. Yeah, Polyphemus always ends up getting petrified by his own pets. It's hilarious. Let's see if I've missed any artifacts here. Looks like no. Let's APOC this stuff. Get the rune. Probably didn't have to APOC that, if I'm being honest, but yeah, it's no big loss. Just accidentally picked up a javelin. I'm going to drop tomahawks as well. Actually, I've been toting those around. Staff of Death. I was kind of hoping it was a Staff of Fire, since we actually don't have a fire swap right now. We're getting to the point where we can kill things a bit faster. We're almost to min delay. It's quite nice. Dude, missing so much though is a bit painful. It's both the water penalty and the inaccuracy from my amulet. All things being equal, I kind of wish I wasn't wearing this amulet, but we sort of need the Arlec, you know. Well, we don't need it, but it's nice to have. Finish off the Impalers first. They're the ones that can actually damage this character. That Lamp of Fire looks pretty nice. Too bad I can't use it. Just gonna APOC this stuff. Didn't really need to do that either, but sometimes it's okay, you know, to just save yourself the trouble. If you know you're probably going to be able to regain your drain pretty quickly. Anyway, nothing on this floor that we want to wear. Pretty happy with the fact that I have an endgame weapon now, though. Set up vaults. Although this is a bit... Oh, by the way, let's take Maces and Flails to 14, not 12, as a little bit of drain insurance. Anyway, I was going to say this is a bit obnoxious because you really would prefer, if possible, not to be in vaults without some kind of Omni resistance, you know? And we lack RF plus and RC plus. So it's a bit annoying. Also, we should enchant up this large shield more. Golden Eyes can't confuse us. I guess we could probably go ahead and do Slime if we were so inclined. Please do not have LCS. Okay, cool. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. We could take 75 damage pop from this dude, and there he goes, you know? So I either have to, I have to use a resource of some sort. Catching its breath. Catching its breath. Catching its breath. Catching its breath. No longer catching its breath. Alright, I'll APOC. What a waste, APOCing a single fire dragon, but what else am I going to do? I can't swap to RF. You know? There's no swappables except for this, I suppose, this dagger, you know, with Stars Slow on it, oh boy. Okay, this is bad. We don't really want to be here. That was a Lord Pro or whatever. Yep, actually that's a Shadow Wraith. Derp. Nevertheless, we didn't want to fight him and his buddies at the same time, so that's why we teleported. Kind of taking this fight slowly. I'm going to tab now, though. Okay, there we go. I just didn't want to get, like, volleyed by these dudes. It's not likely that I'd take much damage from the bolts, considering the big shield, but you never know. Big shield plus R missile, even. The funny thing about Ru is that, like, he gives you the ability to kill just about anything, you know, if you'd like to. Just at a bit of a price, you know. Okay. I don't know what this character should be doing. The only R core we have, well, no, there's a ring. Okay. So we could pop on if we felt like it. Oh hey, 3 spectators. We are streaming at twitch.tv. Gaming if you'd care to join. If I wanted to, I could pop on our core and our cold on both my ring slots. That'd be pretty cool. And we could go ahead and get slime out of the way. Of course, there's no torment scrolls available, so the usual plan for killing TRJ as Ru is not totally doable. I don't know, let's just see how it goes. Well, this has been a very smooth trip so far, but now it's a little less so. Let's wait off the corrosion. Now let's see, can we melee this guy? The answer is yes, we can melee acid blobs. So with a bit of care, I think we can do this. We have a tremendous amount of resources, 4 might, 5 haste, well, 2 agility, and a resistance, which is going to be pretty crucial, I think. To possibly fighting TRJ out in the open. I'd like to just like Torment, MO, Apocalypse, and just beat him that way, but we don't have any Torment. But I mean, this character, despite the fact that he has low hit points, he has the ability to kill TRJ in single combat, if need be. Wait, whoa, 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 what am I doing? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I got teleported as soon as I came down. I didn't even realize it. Stumble into a teleport trap. Let's APOC to clear this stuff off the board. It's going to pull everything to this location, so we'll go ahead and teleport immediately. I wanted to kill this last, you know, paralyzed guy. Okay, we'll teleport again. Move here so the acid blob can't kill me, or the one behind him can't. I gotta be a little more careful, actually. I just realized I can't, I cannot heal on this character. So dicking around like that is perhaps not the right choice. I popped an Agi even just because I wanted to reduce my chance of getting hit while the teleport was kicking in. Okay, pull this stuff up. Power leap. Didn't quite finish him, but mostly it worked. Can we melee one of these guys? Yeah, we can. Okay, I don't want to get, well, I have some potions of mutation, but I think I'd prefer to APOC this stuff. Damn it. Damn it, I don't have a ranged option. I have these. Okay, we got him. Okay, that worked out really well. All right. That based APOC spam, right? I love how much it makes so much noise that it pulls the entire floor. I mean, APOC is no joke. Let's pull this guy up. Okay, we killed the Shining Eye fast enough that he didn't mutate us, although he could have. Shouldn't have engaged this, I should have pulled up. So I'm doing 4 runes. Yeah, slime and vaults. I almost always do 4 runes on these streak runs, because I feel like that is the optimal thing to do in most cases, where it's like if your character can do it, you know, you get an enormous power boost typically from the loot piles in both of these places, you know? So if you can pull it off, then you should. And if you can't, then, well, you're taking a huge risk going into Zod anyway, so you might as well shore up your power. You know, I may even do more than 4 runes on this character, because like I was saying, because I've sacrificed Artifice, one of the main things I use as a sort of get-out-of-jail-free card is not available anymore. In terms of sack, I sacked Artifice, I sacked Love, so we're unable to use Saxospiders, plural. Okay, we're walking away. Green slime's mostly blocking the ranged attacks. I'll get more intelligence as we pivot into T-Lokes later. But yeah, that's why I might want to farm up some experience just to get that disjunction online, because it almost works as well as having Saxospiders and digging and things like that. Man, we are a boss, though, in terms of tanking. All right, here's our friend. Okay. Let's haste. Let's shout. Get him on us. Let's agility. Let's might. Now I could get myself 6 more AC by sucking down a resistance and then putting my rings back on. But we only have 1 resistance left, and I'd like to have that for later in case we... Well, what loot's available? I don't see any unrans, unfortunately. Not going to cheese the fight. Well, I can't really, because I don't have torment. So like, what am I gonna do? Swing on him out in the open and then MO and then APOC? I guess, but then I'm eating a bunch of fire damage. Even with resistance, that's annoying. So why don't we just cheese the fight the normal way? With the slightly less cheesy, but still kind of cheesy way. Net. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't gonna work. I don't have the ability to make allies, you guys. This is a bit of a problem. It'll be fine. It'll be fine because I have APOC. Well, I sacrifice love, so I can't use any kind of allies. But this is fine. Here, I'll just APOC right now. See, and then I'll teleport. That positioning still sort of blocked him from doing too much to me, you know. Having too many allies, that is. Another manual of slings. If I found Punk, I'd switch to it, no joke. Easy, yep. Harm amulet, no thanks. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, look at this. You know, people say this is not that good of a weapon, but, well, this isn't as good for me because it says those skilled in evocations may discharge powerful blasts and blah, 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 blah. I can't even train evocations anymore, so, I mean, having a stick that gives me full-on resists is nice, but then I have no way of killing things. It's the best stat stick in the game, probably. I just wish we could get the attack benefits out of it. Okay, that's MR+. We don't need that as long as we're using this MR body armor, but I'm going to keep that in mind. It's an ice ring, we don't need that. You need a different way to fight that isn't melee, exactly. Well, you can melee with it if you have evocations. It's not terrible. Also, how you doing, Randy? I don't think I've seen you in a couple days. Identify this. Amulet of Harb, no thanks. Remove the curse on this thing. We're our MR++ again. Finally won a game since coming back with only a troll. I don't know, trolls can be challenging. You know, they are fragile. Okay, well, we got the rune. But didn't really get anything else. Wow, a +5 Fustibalus of freezing. We could get that to 8 if we wanted to. I am tempted. I am real tempted with these double slings manual action going on here. Oh man. Alright, well we might as well enchant it up. I lose nothing from doing that really. Because what else am I going to use my enchant on? Oh my god, it's tempting. It's so tempting. Hey Ragoon, I am in fact alive. And we have 2 manuals of slings. Why Rue? It was just the first god that we found that was viable. Okay, we actually have 2 rings of MR Plus available, so if I were so inclined I could wear those and swap my body armor to something else. Well, Fedhas, I said the first viable god. Fedhas is like the opposite of viable because he's, you know, terrible. If he was a better god, perhaps, but man, we could go to Crystal Plate, I guess. To be honest, I want gold dragon scales. That would be ideal on this dude. Well, we're gonna hold off. We're gonna hold off on training the FoSk. Got the staff to swap to. I really just want defenses right now. Yes, slings. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about slings. Let's drop the 2 manuals right here. I feel like I'm falling for a meme if I train those. Okay, we're gonna do an old trick. Okay, just kidding. We're gonna get owned. Let me APOC this stuff. Took big damage there. In general, Ragoon, I would say that's correct. But it depends. I mean, slings are great. You know, they're not bad. How about some magic? I'm training int right now in case I decide to go in that direction, but it would be slow going because we've sacrificed Wiz times 2, so take us a while to get certain things online. The biggest problem with this character is the resistance issue. Alright, check this out. This is going to be real dumb. Are you ready? Are you ready to see something real dumb? Well, I need to find that dragon. Alright, here's one. So here's the trick, right? He uses the bolt, I swap to the whip, he's still catching his breath, he's still catching his breath, he's still catching his breath, we can swing. We swap to the staff every time he's done catching his breath, and then we just swing on him. Slings are particularly good for halflings, yeah, but I think they're good for any species, really. It's something that you can use from the beginning of the game that's going to win you the game, you know? Show us your skills, please? Sure. Here they are. our aptitudes are one less than what they should be because of Ru sacrifice. So really we want to get shields to 25 if possible before we start trying to cast. Yeah, no magic. Well, magic, I don't know. It's like you can play a caster of Ru, you can make it work, but do you want to? Is it worth it? I mean, it can be, I guess. We actually found Sniper earlier, but I had already invested tons of experience into shields, so I decided not to use it. Yeah, I got a little bit of translocation for Blink, which is at like 47% fail rate right now. My plan is to get Disjunction online if possible, which I know sounds crazy considering the fact that this guy has low int and is probably going to be in heavy armor. Do I have Blink? Yeah. Yeah, Blink at 47. It's very low success rate, but training shields will help that. So you might be wondering why I'm skipping parts of vaults. I'll explain here in a moment. Hey, Pro Magic. Waiting off this poison, okay. Do I have controlled Blink? I think that's available, but I'm less interested in that than I am Disjunction, which did in fact spawn in the Book of the Warp, so that's really, really good for the Orb run, considering the fact that we sacrificed Artifice and Love. We can't have Sacks of Spiders to bail us out of certain really bad Orb run situations, so Disjunction is the next best thing. Alright, we're in Vaults 5. I think you can add one more Magic School. No, Disjunction is very high level. If I'm going to put experience into casting, that's going to be it. And we're fine. I mean, we can just kill stuff with the whip. We don't need magic to help us kill dudes. Where's your immolation scroll? That's kind of a meme. I don't want to use immolation here. Some cases I'll do it, but really I just want to... Disjunction sounds kind of narrow. It is. It is very narrow. But the character, look, he can kill everything without the help of spells, you know, so what does he really want? He wants things that solve sort of horrifying, rare situations, you know, and on the Orb run, many of your skills are disabled, like you cannot, or many of your quote-unquote, your outs are disabled. You know, you can't control Blink, for example. Oh man, this is annoying. Flayed Ghost. Take a lot of damage here. I should probably go ahead and APOC. Okay, that made a lot of noise. Right, so here's the trick. Well, the number one trick is not getting owned by this fire giant. So the reason why I left all this, the floor uncleared is like, I'll just APOC when I need to deal with annoying situations on Vault 5, then I'll go up, and by the way, I just put on my RF armor to avoid getting wrecked by him. And then I'll go up, I'll get the drain off, I'll work the drain off on the stuff that I've left here, relatively safely, in fact. You know. Okay, I'd rather not get hit by 2 of these at once. Don't have any RF. Discord is funnier. I mean, it is, but Discord's useless on the orb run. The whole point here is to create solutions for the orb run. APOC this stuff too. I had hoped to avoid APOCing again in one of these upper floors, but our lack of resistances is a big deal. You're only at 2 runes and you're already worrying about the orb run? Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. That is how you want to win this game. If you don't have a plan for what you're going to do a few steps down the line, then you're eventually going to be blindsided a few steps down the line. You really want to plan things out as much as you can, which is not always possible. Sometimes you'll find things that'll mess with your plans, but you know, in general, it's a good thing to plan things out. Okay, good, the Flayed Ghost is gone. This is lame as hell. Let's teleport. Got kind of trapped there. Oh, let's Elemental Staff. Okay, he blasts me. I can put the whip back on. He got his breath back really fast. Still catching his breath, still catching his breath. Down he goes, okay. If I could just get, oh whoops, if I could get a gold dragon scale, that would be just so good. Now look at how quickly we've worked off our apocalypse debt. Hey, Flood Killer, what's up, man? Happy Freedom Day. Looks like your character's solid. Defensively, yeah, we're doing okay defensively. We sacrificed Wizardry ×2, so we're going to have a hard time casting spells. We sacrificed Artifice, we sacrificed Love, and we sacrificed Skill, so the character is in kind of a weird situation when it comes to the orb run, but otherwise I'm doing okay. And now I'm using an old trick to do Vaults 5 quickly and easily. How about we put the Elemental Staff on? I was screwing around there really quickly. I shouldn't have been because there was a Frost Giant that could have been doing like 75 damage a pop to me. You notice I wore my Elemental Staff just when going down for safety's sake. That's what's really letting me do this safely. I don't know if I'd even feel comfortable doing it without the staff. I guess we can just whap these dudes with the staff, though. Even without evocations, you know. Okay, that is a... Okay, that is a Warden. Thankfully, he didn't block the path. Let's pull up. Gotta kill the Ice Dragon. Oh, no, we gotta teleport. What a shame. Should have APOC'd down there, perhaps. Titans are no joke. Okay, nothing on vaults 4. Except for some gold that I should pick up. Okay, this is wonky. Because I could APOC and then the warden could like just not die. But go big or go home, you know. We have 8 scrolls of blinking. I think we're okay. Okay, this is bad enough that we're gonna haste. I'd hoped that would kill him instantly, and it didn't. So I know we haste. We probably teleport at this point. Yeah. It is challenge time. Yeah, I suppose so, isn't it? Okay, we're gonna fog, take a step because we don't want to be flayed. We're gonna teleport again. Don't know what this Ancient Lich is, but we really don't want to get LCS'd, so what do? I think we're actually gonna dump a Holy Word onto the board. Just melee this giant down. So we've used quite a few resources, but we are in the place where we want to be, which is the corner. Oh, he's summoning stuff. Oh, I should have. You know what? I screwed up. I should have waited off my. I gotta teleport again. Whoops, screwed up. Okay, hopefully we can just melee this guy down. Not anymore. Because there's a Frost Giant. Apocalypse to take this stuff out. Are you wishing you did slime yet? Joke's on you, I already did slime. Just gonna back off. What I'm wishing is that there were less Convokers around. Like if I could just get like 5 minutes to rest, that'd be pretty sick. Okay, I'm gonna risk fighting the giant with the whip because we had drained his mana a few times, stacked anti-magic a couple times on him. Do the same thing to this dude. That's 2, that's 3, that's good enough. 3 stacks, boom. We'll APOC this thing if we have to. Come on, give me anti-magic. He has Crystal Spear. Block the Crystal Spear. Get the anti-magic on him. Take a step. Come on. Bolt of Acid. It's cute. Fire Giant doubts at magic. Okay, we got him. Let's close this door. Let's, something I should have done a while ago, memorize region. Just kidding, we don't have it available. Okay, we are in trouble. We really need to blink back to the entrance. Thankfully that APOC didn't pull more stuff. We need to get off. We need to get off of this floor. Okay, we're swinging with the staff equipped. Stack some anti-magic on him. We have our neg. I really wish things would just stop showing up here. Why don't we drink a mite? Okay, we'll drink a haste. We'll drink, well, we won't drink agility because we don't have it. I am going to drink an invis. And then I'm just going to melee this dude. By the way, that was a disto glaive that I just kind of tabbed into, but that's okay. Frankly, being a Bist would have been an improvement on this situation. Okay, we're going to use our Might Haste Extravaganza, at least the end of it, to hopefully get to an exit. Haste is ending. Let's haste again. Of course, oh my god. There's another warden. You know what, I am going to APOC this stuff. I know I'm going to be really drained. You know what we're going to do is we're going to use the blink to go here and then go right back up. Huzzah! So we got memed a little bit there, and that's unfortunately what can happen when you're doing Vaults 5 on a character that's not exactly the best at doing it. I'm telling you, the main thing is the lack of resistances. You know, if we had had resistances, that would have been much less painful. As it stands, it was incredibly painful. We used a ton of haste, we used a ton of might, you know. So it's a bit of an issue. We can get all that stuff back, but I don't know. Maybe what we should have done is elf, but this character is not going to be particularly good at doing elf. Hey, a demon blade. It's cute. Immolation, we'll take that. Also, we already have our piety back, so let's APOC. Kill the Titan. Kill this dude. Get our C. Go up. The amount of experience you get in here is outrageous. That's why this trick is really helpful. And again, we go back. And we can go right back into pulling things one at a time. This warden is significantly less scary when he's by himself. We just roll over him like a tank. Got the rune. That's 4 runes. Probably shouldn't have tabbed that Frost Dragon, considering he can do 75 a pop to me. Another +3 Ring of Protection. Okay. Ring of the Failed Coup. We'll wear +3, +6 Slay over +3 AC, I guess. It's pretty good. If you change God to Gozag, arms and legs will return to you. That would be nice, but sadly that's not how it works. Although we didn't sacrifice any arms or legs this particular time. Just gonna APOC. I think we must check it. Sorry, I'm thinking no. Although I honestly considered when I found Sniper, I seriously considered swapping to Ochre or something just for the ammo. Sadly, that Golden Dragon did not drop Golden Dragon Scales, which we would really like to have. That would be just great. Okay, we're marked. Do we have cancellation? I want to teleport, but I think we can save ourselves a resource. Oop. Yeah. Nice Hellfires. You always have some amazing ideas for me. Yeah, you do. Just mopping up the floor now. All right. RF plus on a helmet. We're moving on up in the world. What else do we got? Some artifact chainmail. Identify it. Nothing good. Okay. Cursed hunting sling. Haha. Okay, it's all crap except for the hat, but the plus RF. RF plus is quite nice to have. That's a huge benefit. I had hoped for some Golden Dragon Scale, but this will do for now. I guess we could go ahead and do Elf if we wanted to. Our resistances are still a little patchy, but can make it work. Maybe I should have just come down here earlier to try to get the hollow blades for a weapon, you know? Should be able to just tab all this stuff. And if we're careful, ELF3 will not be a big deal. If we carefully pull that stuff. Perfect time to go into a zig. I'm going to say no. Considering we haven't even been to depths yet, we don't even know where it is. Although this character may very well spend some time in a ziggurat. I don't know. Found a really crappy ring with RF minus on it. No thanks. I feel like this +6 Slay ring is probably counteracting the inaccuracy from the Amulet of Air. Can gain additional experience. Yeah, no, I want it. For sure. Okay, we aim for the Annihilator first, then the Demonologist. Then we just tab the rest of this stuff. Hey, there's our Broadaxe. Broadaxe of Flaming. If only we had found it a little sooner. Now, instead of enchanting up my large shield, I actually have 2 scrolls of enchant armor. What we're going to do is we're going to wait and see. I'm not even going to use this brand weapon scroll yet on anything. We're going to wait and see what the loot pile is on ELF3. Hey Raygoon, I've been playing Earth Elementalists basically for the last several games in this streak. It's kind of refreshing to play a character that's not a caster, don't you think? Oh, yes. More teleport. That's really good. More Holy Word. That's really good. Torment we don't need anymore. It's a joke. Relax, man. Okay. No, I mean, I figured you were joking, but... I mean, people have actually been commenting on the fact that I go like staff form every single game. So here's a character where it didn't make sense to go staff form. Hey, spiders. Okay, let's stop tabbing so hard. How about that? Oh, dude, the Annihilator just crystal speared himself in the face. As long as we can get a couple swings on these guys, it's no big deal. All what you need is Necromutation or Stone Statue. I don't think so. Yeah, as long as we can hit these guys once or twice before they go into their big damage routine, we can just anti-magic them with the bite. And it's GG for them. Anyway, check this out. Why don't we just MO these dudes and then APOC? Finish out this floor. Made some good progress today. Yeah, the elves can be a big issue, especially considering that we got marked. But we've cleared out most of the floor at this point. Okay, this is interesting. This is really interesting. Okay, let me drop this stuff. Drop this amulet because it's just harm. There's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff here. Nice broad axe. There's an executioner's axe. Yeah, Vampire's Tooth. Don't really have interest in that. Moon Troll's armor is nice, but not for this character. I think we may have gotten a little bit ripped off on the loot here, to be honest. Yeah, we did. That's okay, though. You got experience. I mean, yeah, I guess I could check out the artifact mace. Yeah, it's not interesting. If it was like plus 10 int or something, we could possibly use it. Anyway, oh, battle axe with MR++, that'd be neat. All right. Anyway, let's call it a day for now. I'm going to enjoy my 4th of July, and you know, we made some good progress. We got 4 runes. Yeah, Artagus. There's Vamp's Tooth. But anyway, yeah, no. All we really have to do now is go into, well, we might do crypts and get some experience there. You know, there's a few different things we might do. I'll give it some thought, but the character's shaping up pretty well. Something we'd really like to get is gold dragon scales, but if not, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming by the stream, you guys, but until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.